Hello, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I'd really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. If you are not new, then welcome back. Either way, I am going to be showing you guys my go-to summer makeup look. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. First, I'm going to be grabbing the Tatcha Silk Canvas. This is like my favorite primer. I like to warm it up on my fingers. A little bit goes a long way. Like this primer, if you use it sparingly, it can last a really long time. And then I'm just going to put it all over my face. You want to make sure that it's rubbed in, but not too rubbed in, because that's when it can like flake off of your skin, and you don't want that. Now that the primer is on, I'm going to use my Real Techniques sponge, and I'm using the Fenty Beauty foundation in the shade 185. I always forget to shake it before I apply it to my face. It says to shake it, but oh well. This foundation looks a little bit too light, but I know that it oxidizes a lot, so it'll match my face better in a couple minutes. Next, I'm gonna go in with this Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. And for this, I like to do the same thing as a primer because it's so thick. I like to apply it to my finger, like that much. And I warm it up with my 2 ring fingers and then pat it under my eye. Now I like to go in with the beauty sponge and just pat that in more. Once that is blended in, I'm going to go in with the Airspun Loose Face Powder. This is in the shade Naturally Neutral, and I'm taking a little puff and setting that under my eye. And also on my forehead because I really get oily on my forehead throughout the day. And my jawline, just to make my cheekbone pop. For my eyelids, because I'm not going to be doing like a normal eyeshadow look, I'm going to be taking my beauty sponge that I use and using the side that I use the foundation on, patting that on my eye. Because I have very veiny eyelids, I like to cover them up. I don't like to use this Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer for my eyelids because it's so thick. It will seep into your creases and make like really bad crease lines. So I just like to use whatever foundation I'm using for that day. Immediately after I do that, I like to set it with the loose setting powder. And the bridge of my nose. I know this looks crazy, but it's how I get my eyelids not to crease, and I have a really bad problem with that. Okay, I let that sit for a little bit. Now I'm gonna wipe it off. I'm grabbing this e.l.f. brush and just using swiping motions and then blending in motions as well. Now that that's done, I'm going to be grabbing my bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. And I'm going to be using the Morphe M527 brush. Because this is like my go-to summer look, it's going to be on the bronzier side because I want to look like I've been sun-kissed, even though I really don't go out in the sun that much. Now I like to bronze my forehead and just warm it up, and my jawline as well. Next, I am going to grab this Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, the mini ones, and I'm using the Morphe 438, and I'm dipping into that lighter shade right here. And I'm tapping this under my eyes. I like to take this along my jawline as well. It just adds a lot of dimension to the face. Next, I am grabbing my Morphe E4 brush, and I'm going to use this mini Nars Orgasm blush. Now that that is done, I'm going to grab, this is a really old highlighter, but I'm using the Physicians Formula Vegas Strip. And I like this one because it's the darkest one that I have, so it's one that most matched my skin tone. And I want a highlighter that matches my skin tone, so it looks more like a glow within, like a natural sun-kissed look. And I am taking Morphe M501, and I'm dipping it in these two shades, so I'm going to mix it like this. I also like to take it above the lip, on the bridge of the nose, and the tip of the nose. Also, I like to take it right here. Because it's such a light highlighter, you can be a little bit heavy-handed and it'll be okay. Next, I want to warm up my eyelids. I don't wear eyeshadow every day, so I like to just warm up my eyelids with the same bronzer that I used, the Bronze Booster. I just like to swirl like a blending brush and then place that on my eyes. Just like that, it just adds warmth to the crease. Okay, and I don't normally do this, but I think today I'm going to contour my nose, also using this same Morphe brush. Just like that. Next, I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm using the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit in the shade 3. I'm normally a 3.5, but the 3 is gonna have to work. I like to start at the base of my eyebrow and then flick upwards to imitate a little hair strobe. Okay, my brows are done, and I don't wear eyeliner on a daily basis, especially during the summer. So I'm just gonna go straight to mascara, and I like to curl my eyelashes first. Okay, so my lashes are curled, and now I'm going to use the Kush mascara by Milk. I really like to coat my lashes thick. Like I'm wearing falsies, but they're my real lashes and it takes a while. So I'm just gonna fast forward through all of this. One year later, and my lashes are finally done. I'm not super thrilled about how they look, but they could be worse. Alright, so brows are on, mascara's on. Oh, I want to do a brow bone highlight, and it's my new favorite thing to do. I am going to be taking the Master Chrome and just highlighting my brow bone. I think I'm going to add a little bit of inner corner. I'm actually going to go back into this Physician Formula Vegas Strip highlighter, and I'm dipping it into the lightest shade. I like that. I think I'm going to add a little bit more highlight. So I'm going to use my M501 brush and dip back into the Master Chrome highlighter, and just to add a little bit more. I already have like a glow within look, but I want something a little extra, so I'm just gonna, yep. Yeah, I like that. Also, I'm going to go and bronze up my jawline again. I bronzed up like the double chin, but not like the edge of my jaw. And I just want to warm that up. And now for setting spray. I always like to set my face before I do my lips for some reason. So yeah. Okay. Now that I'm swimming in it, I like to put a lot of setting spray on. It helps everything melt together and become one, and it helps stop flashback, so that's always good. I need to get one of those fans like everybody has. Okay, and now for lips, I am using this NYX lip liner in the shade Peekaboo Neutral. Lip liner is done, and now I'm using this, also NYX, this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Stockholm. Lips are done. So this is the final look, and I really love the way it turned out. I'm very bronzed and sun-kissed, and I actually really like my lip color, and this is way more pink than what I normally go for. I'm very much in nudes always, but it's summer and this color looks really good. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I loved making it for you. If you can please subscribe to my channel and like this video, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. See you next time.